Alright guys, we're back and we are playing the Decisive campaign's Ardennes offensive game, and we are at the end of the first turn, basically on the 20th December 1944. We are playing the Germans and we're in the morning, and I have made all the moves but basically like 2 moves that I still want to do. But then we are going to take a look at the enemy movement of the morning of 20th December 1944, basically. So, something I took a look at on the side, basically, is this situation right here. And I do want to bring forces around, and the thing is, I have too many units in here, I feel like. So if I could bring someone around here, that'd be great. But also looking at this situation with motorized, I noticed, first of all, also looking at the tracked vehicles here, like this one, I could move this one up here, but I really would like to move units up here. And that has to do with, this is a height 3 and this is also a height 3, and I'm just being on height 2 and this is also a height 2. So I'd rather bring units up here, obviously. Now, thing is, Kampfgruppe Alt is tracked, which is nice. Wheeled is so difficult to move across terrain, so but still, this is a move costing 112. All these got 89 left. 112. So yeah, that's not possible, and I don't know why that is. Probably has to do with I mostly have trucks compared to Panthers, but I'm still like signed off as being tracked. But yeah, I don't know. And then continuing, this one doesn't have anything about, like this one, 2nd Battalion of 25 SS Regiment. So this is also wheeled, and this one can move actually up here. So that's definitely interesting, I think, to get a better oomph, you know, next turn, basically. Then we also have, not that one, but this one is also able to move up here. However, it's got tracked, but look at that. So we still have a problem there, it seems. I should really transfer things into this one. So I'm gonna do that, actually. So I'm thinking, I don't like this. I'd rather not. I could either move the 2nd one up here, which would make sense, or maybe the 3rd one. No. So the 2nd one, I definitely want to move him up, actually. If I'm not touching that one, but rather transferring things from the 3rd, well, I barely have. So I probably have to do that on using the 2nd one, micromanaging. So I'm going to do that. The thing is that, again, it is the receiving part that is going to have 0. So doing this and then transferring units up into here would be all right. Looking at this, however, I can tell that we don't have any room for Opals or any vehicles, trucks, I mean, and what we do have for this. Now, this one doesn't have any, which is a shame. So let's have a look at the 3rd one, if they do. They don't either have, which means that I need to shed some units rather from this one. Let's see here, like SS infantry, for example, instead of the Panzergrenadiers, to get down to a lower value here. Unless I have a Kampfgruppe, which I of course do, because they can do anything. Right, of course. So let's have a look first. Oh, and they have a lot actually here. So this is what I want to go for. That's good. So I would like to transfer not Opel Blitzes, but if I do have, let's see here, 251s, do I have that? I do not. It's really only these ones. Okay. Which makes me think that I should probably maybe get SS infantries and maybe Panzergrenadiers in here as well. Right. That's probably the only way. can take a look at if there are any. Well, actually, there are 251s in here, but we basically need them. Question is whether they can take up Opal Blitzes instead. Let's see if we can first transfer whatever we can to these ones when it comes to these ones. And also have to remember that I don't want, I think the 2nd or 3rd battalion, let me have a look again here. I don't want to transfer to this one because I want to be able to move this one. I could almost even move this one now, but I might want to use this one as a source. Let's start with that one actually. Let's start with that one first. And let's see here. Do they have anything of interest here? Yeah, they have Opal Blitzes and they can transfer that. So let's do that. I can do that to Kampfgruppe, for example, to use that one. And let's start there, shouldn't we? Or do I want to transfer that straight? Because let's see here then. So we did have the engineers here. No, that's pioneers. Yeah, of course, the same thing. Let's see here then. Because they had 251s and 250s, which I would like to take away. So if I can add some, oh, they are already full there, I can tell. Let's have a look at some others then. This one that we want to add to have enough trucks. How about this one here? This one is quite close there, but this one doesn't have any. Okay, so you only have blitzes. Okay, I'm just gonna use, I think, Ott then, right? Let me think here. Okay, let's just see here what we can do. I'm just gonna go through. Does anyone have 251s around here that can transfer that? Let's see here. Let me put Ott here for now. Nope. This one wants 251, so let's see here. So it's really the pioneers that we could get rid of. And then add some opals then too. Let's have a look if they haven't maxed out their opals first. Let's see here. They have actually. Well, Kubelwagens can be transferred and so on. I'm just going to transfer to Ott as a source, and then let's see here then how we do this. It's interesting that they can actually transfer too, so that's cool. Right. Anyway, so let's shed these ones, 7 of them, and these ones. I want to do that. Oh, it's so unclear to think about this one. I really would like to see the organizational limit and everything, if there is a limit on both, but let's have a look here then. So these are the pioneers, right? So I could remove this, but I can't really add things. So now, I mean, this one is pretty much like as it should be, really. I shouldn't really touch this one, I think. All right. We do have Alt that does not have any of those. It just has blitzes, and he's doing all right. So he could remove Opal blitzes. So I think we need to remove simply from here, from the 1st battalion. We need to remove people simply. Where do we want to put them then? This one, perhaps. Because they have infantry. Yeah, this would be nice. Let's see here. That's the 3rd, and he's not going to move. Let me see again. It's really the 2nd that I want to move. possibly the first one or both. So I want to have a target of the third. Okay. So it's really the 3rd battalion that I'm not going to move. I can transfer away these infantries. Once I've done that, I'm getting closer. So that's better. How about if how much are these captured trucks? Oh, they are actually 20 as well. Okay. So if I shed these ones then down to, I mean, it's very unfortunate. That's all I can do. Oh, okay, so it's exceeding that one. But like this then. That's a good start for sure. Or maybe these guys are not supposed to have anything. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just put these guys in Kampfgruppe. Not these guys, but these guys. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But how were we doing? Let's see here. Let's wait with that one. Let's take a look at Wacht first. So they have enough. Okay, so they can actually take on. Good. That's what I wanted to see. So let's go first with the 3rd here, and we'll transfer all of these ones. That's fine. It's going to be within, and we get rid of some units at least. And that's it. There's nothing else, right? Yeah, cool. So that's it. Now let's have a look at Wacht as well. And we still have a little bit too much. Let's move these guys in here, because that will make them, I wouldn't say powerful, but slightly better at least. And let me just check here. Yeah, looks good. And let's see here. Then we just keep on going here. And one more. Maybe one more even. Like that. That's alright. Just to make sure I have some. And they are also okay. Let's go for that. So now I think it looks much better. Let's have a look here. So engineers are doing fine. So are Kampfgruppe. And they are not. And they are doing good. The 2nd. And they are as well. And the 3rd is doing good. And the 1st one is doing good. Yeah, we're all good. Excellent. So we could move these ones up. The 2nd one. But not the 3rd because he's down to 0. That's good. There we go. So, yeah. And then attacking here. It doesn't. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Doesn't say anything. Okay. But anyway, that's going to be for next. We can also see that there is a tank unit here, which is interesting. That's really interesting. All right. Cool. Good to know. Tank battalion. So that's one thing. And then we have the 2nd one. And that is around here. And I've been thinking I'd like to take even more units. If I'm going to surround this one eventually, I'd like to be able to go here. So I need 2 units here to put 1 here at least. 1 stays and so on. So I'm going to move this guy here. And that's it. And these guys can't move. And then I can move even this 1 unit in here if I wanted to. How about the yellow one? I can actually move the yellow one there, which I think I want to do. Now we just have blue ones in here. That's fine. And also, because now I'm second, like I have total stack of 131 right there, 106 here. So it's going to be difficult for these guys to hit me with 137. And I'm also 1 height up. And these guys 166, which is fine. And then I also need to move this guy in here. But do I need to spread out even further with these ones? Should I go 1 step up again here with 1 or 2 more units? Well, at least 1. Let's do that. And that would leave me with 2, 3. And I have 3 here and I have 4 coming in here. Do I want to go for yet another one? But I do want to hit this one also. So I'm going to just do like that. So That's a more optimized situation, or yeah, optimized in any way. So that's it, I think. Oh, that's interesting to hear that sound. It's I've heard that several times before. I don't know if that is a bug or if that is something that has to do with my internet, but I don't think so. I think because I've heard it in that particular place several times, I think. Anyway, that's it. So I mean, let's have a look here. Actually, I have these guys. And they hit this guy here, I think. So they are actually ready to move up and take positions to be able to hit them even more. Like, this would make sense to go for. And this is rather weak, so we could move up with engineers that like roads. Let's do that. We can actually hit this one, but that's useless. Then we move these guys up, not that one, but this one up here. Is that enough? 51, I think so. And then this one could go here. Let's do that. That's a nice front right there. Yep. That looks good for sure. Yeah, happy with that. Right. So that's going to be enough. So now we are going to take a look at the enemy movement, which we were supposed to do anyway. So let's do that simply. This is going to be exciting. One thing I'm thinking of is whether I've actually put flak units enough. I fear I haven't, but I'm not sure. I do use cities and everything quite well, but yeah, I'm a bit scared. And in general, what am I scared of? I don't know. Maybe reinforcements around Bastogne and Hofalies is one thing. Here we go. Nash. Moving down, which makes sense. There we got some insignificant losses. No losses. Insignificant losses. Insignificant loss. Some losses, but not too bad. Oh, they got some supplies there. Airstrike, nothing. And some air supply there. That doesn't really matter at all. I'm more afraid about the tank unit for them. So they're moving away from Bastogne, it seems like. Yeah. And that is Spa. They're moving away from Spa as well. And they got hit there. They tried, but they did not succeed. Noville. Ooh, they're moving through there. Ooh, trying to cut the lines there. That's interesting. Like east of Bastogne, basically. South of Hofalies. So this is in the southern Etzelbruck. This is in the northern sector, which makes sense that they're just moving out. Yeah, I was hoping for some intercept fire there, but they're moving everything out there, which makes sense. Here's Vilsalm. Looked like they were reinforcing it a bit. And this is... what's this? Well, this is Bastogne. So that's interesting. They are moving away for sure, because it's lost, which makes sense. That's Stavelot, right? And they're moving away with them. Yeah, makes sense. The Sobre is there. We got the two units there moving all by themselves. Oh, they're moving out from Bastogne even. Wow, it's really lost. And they realize that, which makes sense. Noville, are they moving away from there? Are they moving towards Berton even? That's interesting. This is in the northern sector. And they should run away from there as well, I'd say. But they're actually, well, they're relocating a bit. And this is Etterbrück and down. And they are moving down. Running away, basically. 1 Tiger 2 lost. What are they doing here then? And this is 116th Panzer. Oh, that's interesting. We got hit from there, from Marc-le-Bon. Moving away towards Open, it looks like, in the northern sector. And this is Rolbahn A, so they're also moving away there. Spreading out, or not, maybe. This is Mersch. Yeah. They're trying to take up a defensive position around Mersch, I think. Oh, they're actually coming in here on Rolbahn A. Let's see here, where is this? This is Röttgen also. Okay, so they're trying to put up some kind of maybe defense. Oh, I lost a lot there. And here they are actually coming through here. A bit, entering, because, yeah, I've been wondering where they were. Rapon. Oh, so even more are coming around the Tiger. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, they're actually, yeah, that did nothing happen there with artillery wise. They're strengthening up Houffalize and moving here. They're totally dead there, but fine. Bastogne moving just on the western side and away. This is Vilsalm. Oh, there are lots of units here. I don't mind. Yeah, that's Trapon. Yeah, okay. This is great for us to go and attack. They still have Vilsalm is like really open as well. As of now, at least. Okay, strengthening up Spa. Moving away, actually. Houffalize moving down south. Spa moving up. They haven't cut this one, which is really difficult now to do. And we have a very strong position right here, outside Spa. That's it. So it looks very, very good for us. The only worrying thing is outside Trapon, south of Stumo, where we have units coming through and just rounding, basically, and surrounding our Tiger units. Let's take a look at weather. It's overcast. We have overcast, 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 overcast. And that's going to be, let's see here, 18 is 12. Let's see here, nighttime right there. And then we have overcast, overcast, light precipitation. I don't know the difference between overcast and light precipitation. I can't remember. But in general, I think it's pretty much the same. Anyway, looks decent. We have 108 and then we have 17 extra VPs. We're up at 125. We are really scoring some nice VPs when it comes to casualties. Axis losses, we're always interested in this. And let's have a look. And we are at 9,368. All right. And let's take a look at what kind of casualties they have. Okay. So this is 5.5. So I think it's increased actually, because I know that we had and even a better turn when it comes to producing casualties. Let's have a look at the cards. We don't have any new cards as far as I understand. It's the same old ones here. We do have 82 political points now, which makes us able to go fuel and supply and some other things. We don't really have any, and these are reduced. We don't have any. Yeah, I mean, we could save up for these, of course. That would make sense. Totally. Why not? Because we are doing so well, I think. But we also, of course, need to check fuel and so on and supply. So, let's take a look at the stats then. And these are total troops. Let's have a look. So, they have had an increase, which means that they have had reinforcements coming in, which is really worrying. That could be down south with Patton's army coming up. I don't know, but it looks like there's like a whole division or something coming in. Kind of like this jump right up here. And what else? Yeah, I mean, yeah, otherwise it doesn't look any different really. Yeah, so let's take a look at the casualties sustained. So we had a very, very nice turn. We last turn during the morning, so we were able to score what, 7,100, I think, which is a record when it comes to casualties, and that is pretty much even before the 9th SS and the 2nd SS and Panzer Führer Grenadier division or no, what are they called? Anyway, I mean, we have lots of units that have not moved into the front yet, so it's that's really nice being able to do this with existing units basically. And what else? Yeah, I mean, they've managed to kill 1,000 of us while we killed 7,000, so that's fantastic. And again, going back to total troops, we just want this gap to just widen basically, and so far it's looking really good. Seems like we have what, 45,000 units about in difference in total, which is fantastic. All right, let's go to regime statistics. And I was looking a little bit about replacements received and requested and returned. There is actually returned. That's weird because we've never had that before. Well, as far as I've seen, received. As far as I understand, I mean, I don't understand this real well. Let's have a look here. So for the 6th Panzer Army, it seems like they got 4 units. No, they requested 4 units and received 0. Is that it? Like 10x and 10x, 1 and 1, something like that, to give subordinates. I think that's how you interpret things. And these ones, first SS, are the ones that were requesting these ones, okay? And the Tiger got some Nachttroops, I guess. And these guys didn't get anything, although they were requesting Nachttroops. And Nachttroops, okay. And then we have some Panzerjäger and Piper had the first SS Panzergrenadier Regiment actually getting 2, although they didn't request any, I guess. Is that it? All right. But it requesting. So this is 2, 3, and 4 received out of 4, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. And then we had the 5th Panzer Army. Seems like out of 5 they received 5, and it was distributed to this Kampfgruppe 5 trucks. That's how I read things. And Heeresgruppe, they were asking for 9, but they only got 4 then. Okay, something like that. And the ones that were distributed, I think, can be seen right there, I think. like that. I think so, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just we can just have a look at this one. So I don't know what happened here. Something that got returned. I really don't know what this is about. I did do things with alts, but not buyers. So I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the more important things. This is supply. This is all supply sources when it comes to supply. So we can see that we had a down. Well, first of all, the white one is received from off map. We always receive around 59,000, around 60,000. Now, last turn, or this turn rather, we sent to units a lot lower when it comes to supply. But then it's also interesting how much did they actually request. But we'll see. So anyway, it's good that we might have more stuff basically still if we send lower amounts. But what we can see, however, is that we sent more than we did receive, which means that we have our buffers or supply source stocks going down at least. And we have filled up, as it seems, some supply bases. And this is probably continuation of Stavelo, I think. But the question is if it's needed, because it's sort of weirdly placed actually. So I don't know. I don't know if it's being used simply. We'll take a look at that later on. Let's continue with unit supply. So the green line here is unit stocks. Unfortunately, we were better supplied last turn than we are this turn, basically, when it comes to internal stocks. And we can see that there is a discrepancy here, or a gap between what we received from what we requested. So that's unfortunate, of course. Let's take a look at fuel then. So this means basically cut supplies somewhere, and so I think, or like that we have extended a little bit further away from supply sources that it's difficult to reach. Could also be actually have to do with supplies not getting through due to traffic, basically. Let's take a look at fuel anyway then, and this is all supply sources when it comes to fuel. And here we can see that we have sent to units a lot actually here, it seems, this turn. This is the night turn, so this one is pretty much what we expect to be up around between 50k and 100k basically. We always get 40k, and we filled up with 82 out of these 40. So of course these ones went down 40k, and this is worrying, I'd say. So we need to, I think, now add some more fuel. But let's take a look at unit fuel. So here we can see same thing as with unit supply actually, that went down. We have now lower supply or lower fuel amounts basically in our tanks or in our units in general. We can see that there is a difference. Okay, again, it's not that wide, but it's still, it's there when it comes to what we have requested and what we requested and what we got, basically. So there is a slight problem with the supply anyway. So I would like to make sure that we still have some fuel. So this is worrying that it's going down so fast. So I want this one to jump up again. And adding another 40 through a card will make this one jump up to 200. And so it's at least up here. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that straight away, because this is something I'm I'm not going to play with. Basically, I'm not going to let this one go down. So again, unit fuel, not supply. Here we go. So now it's jumped up from 40,000 up to 80,000. So this one will move up in the next turn. So we're going to see that. But we can see that now we have a difference of 82 to 80, something like that. So that's going to be a lot better looking in the next turn, basically. Because as, I don't know if you can see that one here, but once we went up here and took a card here, it wasn't noticed right here, but it will be noticed here that it didn't go down that fast, basically. Something like that. Anyway, so that's stats. Supply-wise, we are doing quite all right, I think. It's up here in the northern parts of things, so I'm happy with that. There's not a big difference here either between these two, so that's all right. We're doing good there. So yeah, and troop statistic-wise, yeah, this looks fantastic, really. So that's it. So now we're going to take a look at the enemy movement, and we're going to analyze it step by step. And we have 443 steps, basically. So the first step is outside of Vilsalm, and this is an unknown unit that is moving away, or probably. And here's Mersch, and this is Bissen, and this is Etzebrück up here. And this is an unknown unit moving. And I think it's this one. No, maybe this one is moving down from here because he was sitting right there, I think. So he seems like he's moving away, exactly. So that looks very nice. So Angelsberg seemed to be ours. Here is Vilsalm again, kind of the same place where the other unknown unit was. Again, this is Mersch. This is maybe another unit coming down from here, or it's the same one, I'm not sure. And then we have an airstrike, and we can see that we repelled 4 out of 10. And this is outside Malmedy and Stavelot here. And it's quite close to this one here. So, yep, we did have some flak here, but not enough, I'd say. But we only lost 3 transports. That's it. No worries. Here we have another strike, and this is at Stoumont, outside Stoumont, and where the 6th Panzer Army is. First SS and Kampfgruppe Piper, and we have no losses there. We repelled 11 out of 12, which is very, very nice. And I, on purpose, put a flak unit right there. Here is Holban A, moving up from Sorbrot up here. And we have Opelbitz, Kubelwagen, and Moltier, really just transports. So that's fine. And we can see that 2 out of 12 were repelled. And this one is Bastogne. And here we're sitting actually outside, and we are sitting on the supply source, which is unfortunate. So, but we managed to repel 13 out of 14, which is fantastic because we do have flak units around here. And just 1 truck. This is an airstrike, and this airstrike is 116th Panzer, rather vulnerable position right out here, but I do think we have flak here. So, but only 4 out of 16 aircrafts repelled, and we have 2 Panzer IVs, unfortunately lost, out of 31, however, and then just some transports and Panzer Grenadiers. Here we have air supply, and this is outside Malmedy and Stavelot, and we have same width down here, and this is in the forest, and where we have boxed in these guys here. So they get air support. I'd rather have these getting air support than these guys, because I do know that these engineers, or no, artillery, they're just Nachttroops or something like similar to this, so just rear guard, rear something troops. And here we have an artillery strike outside Bastogne again. We had that one before here. This is also very open, but no losses. We repelled only 8 out of 10, but they weren't successful. And here it's the same one. They are supplied again and repelled 2 out of 13. So they do get supply and fuel, but that's totally fine by me. Ooh, that's interesting. So they blow the bridge at Houffalize. That's interesting, really interesting. There is another bridge over here, and there's one here as well. So this is really not a major, really, but that's one at least. So that's interesting. Then we have a 39th Infantry moving, and where is this? This is around Spa, and they're moving, I think, away. Nope, they're actually approaching. And this is Bastogne, and we have a movement from here to here, I think. And moving away. Getting intercept fire somehow. Then we have Airborne Unit 501, I think it's this one. Get intercepted fire there. We have Team Long moving away. And they were really weak. It looked like, yeah, like 0. And they're just moving away. And then we have a glider. Is it this one? No, it's this one up here. 3227 moving down for some reason. I'll go for that. Yep. And then we have 327 glider down here, I think. Moving also away. Leaving this place. Moving down towards this. That's interesting. And now we are at Spa again, and we have 18th Infantry Regiment moving away, actually. Past Polar, it seems, and they seem to be emptying this position right now. Ooh, and here we have another unit moving from Martelange around 502nd Airborne Regiment, Valois. And we could actually see that in the very, very fast steps running through that they will get hurt. Yes, indeed. So they lose almost all of the airborne, lots of jeeps, half of their howitzers, and almost all of their AT guns. So this one is gone now. So I'll easily be able to attack this one if I want to. So then we have Team Brooks in here being surrounded. No, well, actually moving in. Being surrounded, that's a death wish, but let's see where he goes, if he goes any further. This is Spa up here. Team Stewart is showing up or moving away, I'm not sure. This is La Glaise over here. We have a unit sitting up here. I think it was an infantry unit, or maybe it was, I don't know, moving up here anyway. And seems like away actually. Or maybe it was destroyed there even. I don't know. Then we have 29th. Let's see where they're at. Is that over here maybe? No, it's over here. Infantry regiment moving. And this is Noville. So this is Bastogne over here. This is the northern protection that I had over here. And I was a bit worried that they'd have units sneaking in here. But as we'll see, they will sneak in here, which is interesting. Well, there you go. Bang. Really, really fast here, though. So that is something we need to take care of, unfortunately. But the nice thing is we do have units coming. But yeah, maybe that's going to take... Oh, here they are, actually. They are not far away, so that's going to be really nice. And here we have Houfalis again, 29th Infantry. Is that this guy? Yeah, moving towards here. Coming up there and actually moving past. Cutting off my supply there. And it seems like they're staying there. Then O'Hare with all their tanks is moving back actually. Getting intercepted and stopping. We have the 87th Recon outside Vilsalm. So we had 2 units over here before. And now we have the 87th moving down, in, and past, and down south, moving in here, probably trying to escape or something. Yeah, exactly. Then we have the tank battalion that was sitting in Sierro, and that was difficult. And they are moving down. Ooh, that is an interesting play. But I'd say a dangerous play for them being cut off. So here's Meretzig, and we have Etzelbrück over here, and we have Martelange over here, and these are the 5th Fallschirmjägers. So we have one moving away here. And up here we are. This is Spa up here. This is Holban A right here. And we have an unknown unit moving probably from here in here, because I think they had 3 units there moving up, and we get to see that it's a anti-aircraft unit, a flak unit, and they get hit, and that's it. We have Merzig. This is in the south again. This is Etterbrück. This is Merzig, and we have the lonely 802nd. Where are you at? Somewhere around here. Yeah, moving down and showing up here. Now that's a fast move, but anyway, moving away. Then we have the tank battalion. This is Holban A again. He was sitting, I think, right there or right here actually, and he's moving back. And then we have Team Edwards moving in actually. Nope, actually emptying this one probably away. So that's great. And then we have Bissen here. This is Etterbrück over here in the northern sector. And they're moving away from Bissen down to Mersch. We have a tank battalion leaving Kolmarberg, which is nice for us. And then we have 117th. Where are you at? Infantry regiment. This is in the northern sector at least. Yeah, it's probably this one, right? Yeah, so they're piling in here, it seems. And then moving away. Yeah, they're going to empty this place here. It seems like 117 moving away. Another 117 moving away. And then another 117 moving away. And then we have 38th getting intercepted and probably staying there. No? Oh yeah, maybe. 311 moving away. And then 311 moving away. Okay, cool. Then we have some truck columns, 4th in around Vilsal, moving closer to us. The first one is moving up. Here's Holban A, so we have an unknown unit in here actually, moving somewhere. We have artillery battalion outside Bissen and Mersch down in the south, Etterbrück being up here, Merzig being up here, and they are moving also away. Then we have northern sector. This is Röttgen up here. We have armored artillery battalion sitting right there and moving away. This is Bastogne. We have the 501st moving in there. Maybe we have 3 units in here now. I think we had 4 units, so maybe they are moving out there. Yeah, I think so. He got stopped there. We have trucks moving away on the roads. Or I don't know where they're going actually. Then we have another truck column moving away. And then we have emptying of that square again. We have the 81st moving away. And the 501s moving away together with the 81st. And then we are back at Valois, south of Bastogne. We have Mitch that was sitting right here and moving away. Coming up there on the southern sector, or western rather. And here we have, let's see here, that's Trapon right here. Okay, so here we have movement. So now the Panzerartillerie, which is actually not really, or armored artillery battalion, they are actually just foot soldiers right now at this moment. So yeah, we'll see how far they actually get. Probably they moved in here. Exactly. And then that's why they disappeared. And that's all they could move. Now we have movements in the tank unit here. And quite some. And then the AA, but they get intercepted, so it's nice that they've been broken up. Here we have outside of with Vilsal, we have the Decisive. We have an artillery attack here on these ones, and having Nachttroops and some flags and grill. No, it's not. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing major at all. This is outside Vilsal, and we have a unit moving in. So now there are 3 units in here, but it's just passing by. Probably the one sitting here before. And then we have movement over here. let me go back here. So we have an unknown here. And then they are moving down there, and they are, you know, there's almost nothing left here really. But they are able to move there where they're going to go. And then we have the second. They had 2 units over here. They're also able to move there. But they are so dead. Then we have Team Lee moving in here. And again, they had 2 units in here, I think. Or maybe 3. And then we had this one sitting here. So they are trying to move away. But this is really behind enemy lines. So we'll see how far they get. Look at that. So that's going to be easy to pick apart. 102nd, this is Röttgen. This is the northern sector again. So we have a cav unit that is rather strong actually, moving away. Simply. And then this is Röttgen again. We are looking at this one, unknown unit somewhere. I don't know where, but this is Bastogne right now. We have a roadblock moving away from Bastogne, emptying this one, and the engineer is also moving away. And this is La Glaise. We have engineers, and I think they were sitting down here before. They're moving one step up and getting hit. And then we have combat engineers, and this is Meritzig. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, they were sitting in here in between, right? So they're just moving out there and away. Okay. And here we are down, all the way down in Junglinster. We had this engineer sitting here before with an artillery unit, but now they succeeded to running away slightly. But that's not a nice position to be at, especially not getting attacked like that and stopping in their tracks. We have Team Campbell. This is 116th Panzer. This is the tank unit that was sitting over here. So now it seems like they are returning. Yes, indeed. Maybe trying to find a different route or something. We'll see. And then we have an airborne regiment. This is a Noville. So this is the shoulder, or the so they keep on piling in units in here. I don't know, maybe trying to reach this place here, but really from behind here we do have units coming in here. So yeah, that's going to be tough for them. So they're going up there. That's also an interesting move. And they're moving away, I think, because I think there were 3 of them there. That's a very, very strong unit. Where is this one going? Yeah, he's going back towards Berton. And they're emptying this one now. They're giving it up. Oh, that's lovely. So nice to be able to get across that river. All right, so now we are in the northern sector again, and these are the units that I've been hitting with artillery, and this is going to be hit with artillery eventually. This one, I don't know where he's coming from. We'll see. But he disappeared, probably up here, away from somewhere around here. And that was an addition from this one, I think, in here. And then he gets hit, and then he moves up north and trying to escape, I think. And let's have a look again. Yeah, so they're emptying this one also in here first, and then going the road up, I think. No, well, they get hit first, and then they try to... And here's a new one coming up, I think. Moving down, maybe. Yeah. And let's have a look. This is Röttgen again. We have an artillery unit moving away, I think. And then intercept fire from down here. So there's movement here, emptying this hex right here. Going in there. And now we're down south. This is Ettelbrück, and this Ettelbrück, and this is Standish, moving away basically here. And we have Armored Artillery Battalion moving also away. So that's Task Force Chamberlain being outside Bissen, sitting there, which it makes sense totally. We have Task Force Riley moving, I think, in there, and then get intercepted. Ford is moving away here. Also in there and then away. Right. This is Stormont around here. We have a unit here. Is he moving away? No, he's actually adding up here. And then another one coming in. Actually 2 coming in here. And then there's another one coming down there. Then we get attacked by artillery. Losing 1, Tiger 2, which is unfortunate. And then we have Ross. Where are you moving from? Oh, okay, so you're moving from that position down first. Then you get hit by 26 Panthers. That gotta hurt. And then you have this one. It's a rather strong unit. Get hit by 8 Tigers in here probably. And then stopping, I think. Then Russ moves away. And tanks coming up. I like that. I'd rather hit tanks. You sit there. Okay. Team Williams is moving. And this is 116th. And I think they might have been sitting down here. Going down probably. Or... and then we had... What happened there? I missed that one. Somewhere around here. Okay, so they're moving back. Which makes sense, but moving back. And then they hit this guy here and they lose. I lose nothing. They lose just measly 10 out of 200. But that's a strong defensive position anyway. That's good. And then they go in there. And then they move away. And now we're in the northern sector again. We have Team James coming up here, moving away. This is Holban A again. We have an artillery battalion moving and moving away, sitting on the sidelines. Engineering moving away, not wanting to get hit, which makes sense. It's a bit frustrating, really. Not able to move. They just go 1 hex and I go 1 hex and can hardly fight them. But now we're going to move at least up on this hill section. So it's going to be even. So it's going to be a lot easier. We have unknown unit moving, and they're moving in a weird way, I think. But sure. We have flak units moving in there. Here's Mersch and Bissen, and this is Junglinster. We have another unit moving probably away. And then down here, he is escaping here from this hex over here. And then we have a recon unit showing up there, going maybe into Angelsberg, possibly. Don't know. Or in here. Let me have a look if that is the 91. Let's go back here. Yeah, it seems like it. So we have 20 right there. It's 27 right there. So he goes up there and then he disappears, right? So if he shows up there, and that's around 27, 28, there he comes. And yeah, exactly. So that's the same guy. So that's interesting. So, and he continues actually. Ooh, I like that. And then we have another unknown unit. There's still 2 in here, however. Probably could be that one who moved here. What about this one? That's an unknown unit moving. It's an artillery battalion. Still unknown unit moving. Okay, that's interesting. And then we are on Holban A again, and this is again a flak unit moving. Ooh, they have lots of flak units there. That's interesting. Does it fire? That is 3 units right there. That's difficult. Another unknown. Now they're actually emptying this hex right there. And here we are in the northern sector again. And they are moving somewhere. Here we have the 628 Tank Destroyer Battalion in the northern sector again. This one right up here. And this is Führerbegleit Brigade. And there, he was sitting right there. It's interesting to see this one here also being able to stop. And they definitely need to do that. And then we have tank unit moving away, actually down here, which is interesting. Which makes things difficult for us. And they are actually going for the side there. Heavy mortars moving away. Makes sense. Actually down here, which, well, I don't know how much sense that makes. Pulling out from very, very important defensive hex up to a less defensive hex. I like that. Ooh, that hurts. So we get hit by this tank unit here, which is, I think, just firing away. And we lose basically 10% of our units right there. Acceptable, but still hurts. This is Spa. And this is a new a unit moving up here, infantry. They get hit. Then we have 507th. This is the Tiger unit Trapon over here. This is the unit we tried to hit, but we weren't successfully able to destroy it. And now we have more units coming in and then moving past, it seems. That is a rather strong unit right there. Going in there. This is a very strong position, of course, but they can easily cut this one here. They get intercepted, which is very good. Here's another unit coming in. And yet another unit coming in. And we have more units coming in here. Here we have 116th Panzer. We do lose a truck, an RSO. And that's totally fine. Awesome artillery. And the second time, no losses. We have an infantry unit thankfully moving down from the heights down to the lows even. And we have another AA battalion moving from somewhere. Let's have a look at where he comes from. Yeah, maybe from here. 2 and 4, right? Yeah, it's moving from here in here. Okay. And then back in here and away. Okay. So there's an indication that they're actually deciding to leave Hofalies. Let's see here then. We have a glider regiment moving. I don't know if they're moving up. No, they're moving on the sideways, which is a good move because it's on a higher level, but he's all alone though. And he's moving in, and that's crushable. And that's, yeah, that's terrible for them. And we have another unit coming in, I think from this one, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. So interesting. Here we have outside of Bastogne, we have unknown unit moving, and that's Caraway, Task Force Caraway moving around. Mobile artillery or mortar units at least. Maybe setting up a defensive screen somewhere around here. We'll see where he shows up. Seems like he's going that direction. Then we have 504th. This is in Vilsalm. Okay. Oh, and here is a new one that we did not think we'd see, actually. Don't know where he comes from, but is that the same guy? Let me have a look. No, it's not. That was weird. Anyway, how many points do they have? So this is a heavy mortar troop D, I see. And he just disappears. And then we have this move right there. Yeah, 52nd. Moving in there and away. And this is from this very, very strong airborne units outside Trapon. And they're coming around here towards Vilsalm. And then we have another unit moving in here, recon. And another unit, an artillery battalion moving in here and in here. Right now it's just one unit right there. Now there are 2 units and 1 unit again. That's a weird way of going. I could have gone there, but sure. Then moving away, I don't know where you went, probably in here. Exactly. All right, that's good for us, I think. Here's a combat engineer outside of Spa. So they're strengthening up this one here and dividing themselves up, which makes, I don't know. And then moving away. And this is 116th. We have Watson coming in. Moving down south. I think he's been around here before. And moving up to the hill there, unfortunately. Then we have an artillery battalion. Let's go look and see. Okay, so he's moving back in here, behind and away. And moving down towards this way here. Right. Here's South. This is Spa over here. We have an artillery battalion moving back. And that's the last. That's the end of history. All right. So let's have a look then at everything from the south to the north. What we can see. So this guy here is dead basically because they will easily be able to target this guy here. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4 units. 5 units being able to hit this guy here, and that's not including these guys. Like artillery wise on this one, I thought it was going to be great. It's interesting, is this just indirect fire maybe? Because there is no line of sight. And he does have 100% line of sight, I think so. Okay, that's interesting anyway. These guys, this cartoon or picture rather, seems to indicate that that you should be able to hit direct fire at least. But there is nothing like line of sight here. Anyway. But there is a line of sight there with 50% over here, but you don't get one. That is weird. Is that because there's a difference in the guns? Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Anyway, let's focus on what's important. Just a general overview. This is gonna be so easy to pick apart as well, I think, especially with some artillery attacks against this one, and then this one is rather weak and so on. So, and then we'll just run after this guy here. This done, we should be able to push down here. This one here does not contain, as we can see, there is a difference of more than 20 here. So this one does not contain an enemy unit, which is fantastic. Possibly this one might want to go up here. Take a look there. I don't think there's anyone there, but just in case. And then we have these ones. These are the 352s. And yeah, maybe just go down and attack this guy. These guys in here, they're rather strong actually. But yeah, we'll see. Go dirt road over here. Go in here if you want to, and go down here. But yeah, we'll see. Kolmarberg is open. Pettingen, we have no idea. This unit here, we have to close in on and try and see if we can remove this one, or at least threaten it to be moved. Like we can go across here, for example, which makes sense. And then we have the Fallschirmjägers here. And yeah, the question is whether we should now move these Fallschirmjägers around across here, or maybe down this road here, and then we'll have these guys go towards Mersch. Or actually maybe these one of the 352s are supposed to go down here towards, I think so. Yeah, because these guys are supposed to go to Mersch, and these guys have actually completed their divisional objective of going to Junglinster, so just push on through here. We'll have to have maybe some like engineers running across here to make sure that that one is clean, like 2 or 3 units maybe, and then we can walk the rest of it basically. But maybe these ones should actually just go this way while these guys take Mersch and go this way. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we have these 352s being going down towards Ardennes and so on. That also makes sense. And the Fallschirmjägers go down towards Martelange, Ardennes, and in here, maybe Martelange. All right, these guys here, they are on the way to Martelange, and we'll see. It seems like they can actually reach it, but we'll see what happens. Probably some enemy units in there. The Wilts is ours, of course. Although, yeah, I mean, we've let down our guard down around here, maybe. As I said before, we might have had enemy units sneaking in here, so maybe it makes sense to go in here with this one, I don't know. Or maybe just not care about it, I don't know. What else? Yeah, this one that hit Valois, this attack looks fantastic. So they're gone there. Let's see here, just jeeps, howitzers and everything. Yeah, looks fantastic to kill off. And then keep on moving north, I think. And let these guys take Martelange and L'Église maybe, and sit down on this hex right here. And, well, maybe not this hex then. This one, perhaps? Would make sense. Maybe this one. We'll see. I don't know about Neufchâteau, but maybe. But that's too far away also. I mean, I'd love to go to Arlon, but I think we'll have enemy units coming up quite soon. What else? Bastogne is ours. It's totally open. So it's going to be so nice to take that one. We also have, of course, the supply in here, which is intact. Although it was hit by that one, was hit by artillery, but no problem. And then, like, we have these attacks here. They totally destroy these guys here. What do we have here? Weak unit, weak unit, weak unit. I mean, it's so easy to pick apart, really. Weak unit right here. Like that. Bang. Easy. And we have these ones moving up also. So, yeah, it's ridiculously easy when they're fleeing and stopping here thanks to intercepted fire. So, that's really nice. Yeah, we might actually be able to hit this guy even. We'll see what happens there. Yeah. Anyway, so Bastogne looks fantastic. Now, this is very, very, very interesting situation. And this is also, so we will definitely be able to take this one here. That's really threatening these guys as well. So maybe we can hit this one and then start moving, taking maybe this one here would be interesting. And this one would be nice. Novelle, of course. And then move towards Berton. Would be nice to be able to do that. These ones, I don't think we should really care about them, because we will have other units coming up to mop these guys up. Sure, this is a problem, slight problem, but I mean, it's not a big thing either. This is due to the unit moving up in here, and he's probably standing right there. And sure, we might get hit here if we are not careful, but we are in light forest, maybe move up to this hex here, heavy forest, and one elevation up. I don't know, or maybe this one is quite good as well. So, like that. We'll see what happens. So, this is a city, that is a city. So, yeah. We'll see, they are really moving behind enemy lines, but still they have, of course, supply right now. So, yeah. Do I actually have supply? I don't think so, due to these guys. I think so. I think I'm out of supply. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, 116th over here. These guys are out of supply, actually, thanks to these guys here, but look at this one. It's so easy to bring these guys down here, so it's ridiculous. So it's really easy pickings really here. This one as well, like, well, that's only 2 to 1, but we have plenty right here. So yeah, and this one is not so strong anymore. And yeah, it needs some artillery still. But like, we have 3 Werfers here, for example, seeing these guys perfectly. That's a 12-1. That is a 18.3 attack against these ones. So yeah, and the same thing goes with this guy here, right? That's a regular attack, and that's 143 attack, 12.6. So yeah, I mean, that's gonna hurt for these guys for sure. Let's go for 1 Werfer each here, basically, if I want to, especially these guys a bit larger, and then I can hit these guys with ease, I think, afterwards, like that, even before. But anyway, what else? This guy here, maybe not as easy to, nope, definitely not. Well, he's actually on a height there of 1, 2 actually, and this is on 2 and this is on 1, right? But we probably have units moving up here, then we have Bayer moving in, maybe in here, hitting these guys. Could also possibly hit these guys, but I think we're too weak right there. So yeah, that's interesting. So this one looks bad, but it's actually not. Like, these are extremely weak. Although we can't really, well, we could go in here and attack them, but that might be too difficult as of yet. So we need to take this one apart, take that one apart, take that one apart, and maybe possibly this one apart as well. That's even now 2-1, so that we can establish supply, continued supply, basically. That's what we want to do. So yes. And then after that is done, we'll be able to mop up, as we mentioned before. Let's continue and move over to the 560s and the 62nd Volksgrenadiers, and the Sobri seems to die, basically. Let's have a look, see if he can actually survive or anything. This looks kind of like fun here. Let's just go. Yeah, this is going to be so easy. Yeah, I don't need that one, but you know. So he's gone for sure. There is no way he can survive this. That looks nice. Let's bring this one in just for fun. Yeah, so I mean, he's gone there, and there's no way he's gonna survive that. And then we have these guys here. What can we do with this guy? That's a regular attack and a ranged attack. It's a lovely hit, but I don't know. Yeah, move these guys up here to just watch these guys on the road. He's sitting nicely there, and then maybe bring units down here. We'll see. These ones can also go here and attack. We have one, we have this one also. So it looks fantastic. These 2 units are on their own, and we can't hit them, but we can close in on them at least. And this one can close in a bit. This one can definitely close in like that. So they are going to be destroyed, not this turn, but next turn, I think. And in here, they're just, it's a mess, really. They have 1 unit in here, so this one is going to be taken. Now, not with this one only, but with this one and with these ones. So we are going to take Vilsalm, and then we're going to take this one as well, the medium supply base there. And then we'll also try and mop up as good as we can. Maybe that's going to be a bit difficult because we'll be on the other side there, but fine. These guys are going to turn this way in here because we do have other things to attack. However, we have these ones, and also these guys. I don't know where they're gonna go. I think maybe it's not necessary to go in here. Maybe we should just move on here. But that's such a nice way of going. Yeah, okay, that's because he's been marching. Let's have a look at these guys. Could destroy this road, but I think it's much better to go like that. We'll see. Anyway, we have this unit up here, which probably is going to be destroyed like that exactly. So he's going to be gone, or at least he's going to get hurt. And this one is also going to be gone like that and like that. So that's good. So we're going to be able to pretty much destroy these guys. Then we have this unit here, which is going to get destroyed not in this turn, but in later turns, basically. It's actually on plain snow. We have recon 60. So if there's artillery around here, we could use it. Down in here, we still have these guys using tanks. This guy does not have supply. No, he does not. He's closing in on this supply source, however, which does have supply. So it's time to move some guys in there. Could do that, like with this, for example. And what else? We do have units going in this direction, like this tank unit, for example, going here and hitting this guy. And we also have this unit. He's too far off to be able to hit this guy here. How about these guys? Yeah, he can go here and hit these guys. So, I mean, it looks good, I think, in general here for sure. Let's take a look at Trapon around here, this area. Let's have a look at this situation here. That's difficult, that's difficult. That's slightly better. So, yeah, this is difficult. Light forest, if we have artillery, I'd love to hit this guy, of course. And then bring up one unit up here to stop them. But besides that, really, I don't know. Let's have a look at this situation here. Kind of poor internal supply, but possible to hit this guy here doesn't help. Right. And what about these guys here? We have a tank unit right there. That's nice. 4-1, 5-1, 16-1 with a regular attack, even though there's no... That's interesting. See, to me, it looks like there should be some kind of water. Yeah, 10%. I got it. So maybe moving this one up here and then attacking them. These are slightly better, actually, 68. So, yeah. Anyway, so we could hit this guy if we wanted to. This one is more difficult, of course. Need to bring this one down. Let's see here. It's in light forest. This is in fields, so I'd like some artillery on to this one. And here we definitely want to hit this guy with our tigers and stuff. That's still just 1-1. That's rather strong because of that unit, I see. 2-1, 3-1. That didn't help. Yeah, I don't know. So we need some artillery on to this hex right here to get rid of some airborne units. But maybe we need to swing back here before we have the 9SS coming in. That is a strong position, of course. But that's not great. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do to handle these guys. And then just put a stopper right there. And in here also. Let's see here, we're in heavy forest here. These are so good to have. Maybe we can keep this guy here, or maybe he needs to be withdrawn actually. Could, I don't know. Yeah, but these are open squares, so maybe tanks here, but that's also very, very dangerous because they have so many bazookas here. Yeah, this is a long stretch also, it's difficult. And this guy is behind enemy lines. sure. I mean, we could go down here and cut their supply. That's for sure. Let's have a look at their supply. It's actually already been cut. They don't have any supply right there. This one doesn't either. That's interesting. Maybe just sit here then and not move. Yeah, why not? And just attack them maybe. Yeah, this one is going to help out, of course, as well. So that's going to be nice. And one thing I was thinking is that we do have one SS core, don't we? Like this one. Is that a core? Yeah. No, that's not. So I was thinking about basically shitting out units here, but this is... Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, there we go. So that would make sense to bring out some units, or one unit, or maybe possibly two if we're lucky here. Organization roll, 20. Yeah, I mean, if we're lucky, it's a 20% chance basically, or 19% getting an extra unit. So yeah, anyway, that needs to be taken care of. So in general here, it feels rather weak because we have such a large surface area around here, or front. So we're like a bit thinned out here, and they have plenty of units here. So maybe just sitting tight here is what we need to do, and holding this one, just showing up here and picking off weak ones. So something like that. Going up to Spa, it looks a lot better, really. These are just easy to pick down here, pick up like this. That's lovely. And then just drive through here and attack these guys here if I want to destroy these ones, which I probably want to do. But this is really the Rolban bees. Let's have a look at, and they are behind, they're here. Yeah, they're supposed to show up here, or actually this is the A1 and then B going like this, or yeah, I don't know, or up here. So how many are there? Yeah, I think these are mainly Rolban B really, and Rolban A is really just Ott and the 1st Battalion sitting in here, this one. That's really Ott, supposed to take this position here and then finally drive up north and do whatever they can basically. But I mean, yeah. So we're gonna try and hit these units right here as much as we can, and we'll see what happens. This one is still able to fire, but it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's really driving into Camp Elsenborn here, and then being able to fire against this one at full effect. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's continue into this area right here, outside Monschau. And we have 3 units in here, which is kind of not strong. 113. This is not strong at all. 74, and they are almost surrounded here. Perhaps we could bring one up here and hitting him here. Definitely would want to do that, I think. So that looks good. And yeah, let's have a look at just how we're doing here. Let's bring some units in here just to try things out. Yeah, we don't have strong units, that's for sure. We are so weak here. We have lots of units, but we do not have strong units. But see, 3-1 is something at least. Yeah, that's quite strong anyway. Why is that? Because they have that one. That's a strong one, of course. That's an important one. So some more artillery and then we can bring this guy down. How about this situation right here? Not easy either. They have low supply values here. Yeah, this is not easy at all. Maybe we can go for artillery here and then finish them off, and then they can join all in against these guys this turn. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but we do have good recon here, 78 and 86 already, of course. And then we have lots of artillery here, fantastic amounts of artillery really, with the Werfers being able to crush this guy pretty much. These two actually, they're actually 2 units in here, I see, and they are sitting in a marsh. I don't know if that helps really, but yeah, we will definitely be able to do some hurt. Like 14k with just 1, that's crazy. Yeah, so they will be vaporized basically. Same, well, with this one here, hitting this guy here is still good, even though they're in trees and stuff. So yeah, maybe this is going to be solved with these 2, I think so. Then we have this situation up here. We have now rather strong contingency here, being able to move up here also, but not hit. Yeah. And then we have units moving away a bit, so we're gonna take this one, this hex for sure, and maybe see if we can cut them off as well. Would be nice. Maybe, yeah, do that and then try and hit this guy here, or these guys. That's what we're going to try and do. And then try and surround this guy, which seems actually likely. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, so we'll see what happens there. And then we have, but we are really pushing them from the northern sector here really. And these ones are on a line here, and we'll be able to go in here and intercept them there, and then these ones will be lost. How many do they have? 1, 2 units. Yeah, so this was going to be crushed from 2 directions here very easily. And then there's a question of whether we can run fast here. We did have a unit here before. I don't know if he's still around there. And he's not able to... Oh, he's walking. Yeah, that's the problem. That's so silly. So I'll probably bring him down here, maybe, I don't know. And we have to help out with these guys or something. We could do that, like that, perhaps. Yeah. Maybe move like, I don't know, stugs or something like that here, but probably want to hit these guys with the stugs for sure. But this one could move in here for sure. And then maybe, yeah, that's a nice position to be at. And these guys are just going to pounce on these guys here and then move up north here. So yeah, it looks fantastic really, I have to say. The only place I'm a bit worried is, but not really, that's 114th and 16th, sorry, and also slightly worried about these guys running around basically without control. But I do have these guys coming up, and look at that. They'll just be able to drive here and here, you know. So they will be able to control the situation by the evening 1800 hours basically. And probably be able to maybe hit them as well. We'll see what happens. Well, not all of them are that far away, but really, it's not that bad. We have the tanks in here, right? No, we don't have any tanks in this one, because these are grenadiers only. Okay. But then we do have these guys coming up. as well. They're all over the place due to traffic, of course. And do we have any tanks in here? No, these are also grenadiers. It's really these guys that have the 10 SS, right? These do have tanks, exactly. So, yeah, but that's gonna take some time anyway. But still, they will be able to pass down here, which is good. And really, they have passed the river, or just about to pass the river, and... or the first river, rather. Yeah, they're actually kind of far behind. They're down here, but they need to go somewhere around here anyway. Or not that far, but... that's Echweile up here. That's where we want to go. No? Down there, then. That's it. Yeah. So, all in all, it looks fabulous, I think. It looks good. And it's going to be nice to start at 1200 hours again. And cards wise, I don't know, we have 60 lovely points we'll be able to pick up. Also, we get 40 points every turn, right? Let's see here. Condition. There we go. Yeah, we have 40 points every turn. And this turn we're gonna take Bastogne, and I'm going to take Vilsalm, I think, also. Possibly even Martelange. So it's crazy, really. Marche is too far away, but so we could. I don't think so, but we might actually be able to pick up another 20 points, adding up to 60 points. So it's, if that happens, that's crazy. Where is, oh yeah, Marche, is that's further up in the middle, isn't it? Up here, isn't it? No, that's La Roche, and where is, that's Houton. Here we go, Marche is over here, okay. So that's kind of far away also. But yeah, that will be a major achievement, of course. And we can see also in this sector up here in the in the top west or top left corner up here, that the bulge is increasing all over the place, really. And we are doing such nice progress up here by Spa, really. That's our closest to the Meuse River right there. But yeah, let's have a look at that then. It's not too far away, is it? Well, yeah, she's over here. How many are we talking about here then? We are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right there, something like that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's like 25 kilometers from Liège or something like that. 25, 30 kilometers. But not, that's, you know, going straight. So yeah, it's not really that far. And also traveling on these ones, unless you have enemies, is going quite fast. Although the one on Rolband C is destined, I think it was to go to, I don't remember. Is it Liège? I think maybe, possibly. I'm gonna have to take a look at my. No, Clermont is where we're supposed to go. And then we have Rolband D is supposed to go to Amai. And then we have Huy for Rolband E. And Liège is really not supposed to be taken because it's supposed to be too difficult to take this one here. Major city. So historically, at least, they didn't want to waste time, basically. But if possible, I know that Rolband A and B is supposed to be around here. I think A is supposed to go for basically maybe Open or Limbourg, Verviers, I think rather. Limbourg and Verviers and somewhere around here. But it's basically not possible, of course, because it just consists of Ott and a battalion of Panzer grenadiers, really. But that's not too far away either from these guys here. Verviers is quite close. It's just Spa, go around the corner and you're up at Verviers. And if we want to look at supply coming around, that's always interesting, like this one. So this one here is, we can see, goes through Limburg and Verviers. That's a very important point right there. That's also a very, very important point. Or these two would also be important. Or if we want to have close points, maybe this one. But also I think these ones like open would of course be important. And I think this is also another available, of course, going like this. So shutting that one down. But then it would mean taking this one, for example, or what can, like these guys are getting their supply, like this, for example. So you can tell how important open is, or at least this one also up here. Limburg is important, Verviers is important, and of course Liège is important in that sense. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. Alright guys, that's it for now, and in the next episode we are going to take a look at 1200 hours, and we're going to start again all the way down from the south, and we will see if the 7th army is able to get closer to Mersch or not. And with that I bid you farewell, and I'll see you in the next episode simply. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.